Narconon Arrowhead back in the headlines again tonight. We have been closely following the drug treatment facility's recent troubles, including 3 patient deaths and the lawsuits that have followed. Well, now Narconon CEO and several of its employees have lost their counseling certifications. New at 10 News 9's Heather Hope has reaction from an attorney familiar with Narconon. And Heather, he says this doesn't surprise him at all.
Right, Carl, doesn't surprise him a bit. Narconon has been embedded in controversy from its rehab methods all the way to its ties to Scientology. I talked with the attorney representing families for 3 of Narconon's most recent deaths, and he had some insight into why counseling certifications may have been revoked.
I couldn't begin to tell you the stories I've heard about what goes on down there.
And attorney Gary Richardson says he's heard plenty of them.
They say they have 76% success rate. There is no way. And when you get into the way they calculate that, then you understand how ridiculous it is.
Richardson represents families of Narconon's 3 most recent deaths. All 3 filed wrongful death lawsuits against the Narconon Arrowhead Rehabilitation Facility near McAllister. The families blame the staff.
It was a joke to even think they had counselors to begin with. So when I started seeing that their certifications were being pulled, it wasn't a surprise at all.
The National Association for Forensic Counselors says drug counseling certifications for Narconon CEO Gary Smith and several employees were all revoked earlier this month. While the association won't give details, Richardson says he was told Smith did not report the 3 deaths. He lied about education and background information for some employees, and he says there were not nearly as many staff members as Smith claimed.
And what they have are students that went to bed one night as a student and woke up the next morning as a staff member. They're still drug addicts. But I think all this helps prove the point that we've been making now for some time.
I called the Narconon facility, but no one who could comment directly on the certification was available. The Narconon Center in Quebec, Canada, had its charitable status revoked last month. Carl?